This is absolutely disgusting. Nardo Wick, Nardo Wick. Let's talk about Nardo Wick, guys. For all of you who don't know him, he's a mainstream rapper, and he's currently trending on Twitter. I was just scrolling through Twitter randomly, just checking it out, and I seen him trending. And no, it wasn't for his music or his humanitarian efforts, if you would say. It was for something that could have been easily avoided, but it wasn't, and he will probably catch a big lawsuit for. And there's a video behind it. All this is documented too. So before I show you guys a video, I'll just explain it. A fan came up to him and his entourage. I don't know if it was after a show or not. Just asking for a picture like any other fan would. He didn't get his picture, but he got something else, which was a concussion and I think internal brain bleeding. So yeah, he's catching major heat for this. And the video doesn't, make him any more innocent, but let's just react to it real quick so I can show you guys. Every time I hear the sound of the kid's head hitting the ground, it's so it's disturbing. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, you saw it basically there. The kid walked up to Nardo, and the subtitle says his security guards, but obviously we know most rappers who come from that lifestyle of drugs, gangs, and all that, they have their own people that they appoint as their security guards. They're not really licensed, but they're just people they pay or whatever. They're probably under his money line or whatever. The thing that really got me is the first guy. Okay, he punched him, right? He came up to him, and then he punched him. I don't know if his head hit the wall there. That would have been crazy. But right there at that moment, that guy's already out. Like, he's literally body locked up. He's not possessing any type of threat to anyone, if that was even a reason. But then to do the little guy coming in after the 6'7" behemoth did that, the little guy hitting him like that, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's very terrible. It's very bad. I don't know how old that kid is, but apparently he did get a concussion and he has internal brain bleeding, and rightfully so. His mom released a statement and she was just cursing the rappers out. To be fair to Nardo though, to not be fully 100% against him. In the video, you do hear him telling his guys to chill, to calm down, but obviously they were not gonna stop. And this is kind of a bigger thing for me. Like, every time we see something about our people, celebrities letting them down, or either cursing them out, not giving them brain damage, that's different. It just keeps bringing me back to the point of why do we idolize these people? Especially rappers, in a sense. Most of these rappers, they came from broken homes, terrible communities, drug infested communities, gang. So they're just projecting what they've seen. But to go over there and spend your hard earned money or whatever, your parents' money, to go to these shows and wanting a picture, and then they leave you with brain damage, it just shows the fruit of all this. You know what I'm saying? We tend to always clown people who say, why do you worship rappers? I know people don't worship rappers, but why do you even I don't even know what to say. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first seen this video, I was so mad. Actually, another thing too is Nardo did release a statement literally 40 minutes ago. It's pretty recent, and obviously his publicist put in work for this. He says, "I don't condone what happened to my fan George, I guess that's his name, after my show in any type of way. I expressed to him and his mama how sorry and concerned I was that it happened to him multiple times before anything was even posted or on the internet. I sent his mama my number instantly the night it happened. I was even going to make a post to try to find out who he was before his mom texted me. I can't control another grown man's actions. I didn't know that was going to happen, and I was mad when it happened. I tried to stop it, as you can see in the video, and if somebody got the longer video, you can see how mad I was. I love and appreciate all my fans and don't condone what happened to all that." But I mean, it's a good statement, but there's a fat lawsuit coming his way, that's for sure. We can all be guaranteed the fact of that. This whole situation easily could have been prevented on both sides. Even Nardo, if he just had a licensed security guard paying him good money, a person who actually takes his job seriously, it could have went a whole different way. But sometimes, even coming up as an artist from whatever field you're from, you tend to, put some money for your homies or whatever it is to pay them to get them out the hood. But then they can mess your career up. And And this whole thing, obviously, every time I want to, tie it back to scripture, what can we learn from all this? And I don't know why this situation reminded me of James, book of James, chapter 2, verse 6 through 9, when it says, "But you have dishonored the poor man. Are not the rich the ones who oppress you and the ones who drag you into court? Are they not the ones who blaspheme the honorable name by which you were called? If you really fulfill the royal law according to scripture, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. You are doing well, but if you show partiality, you are committing sin and are convicted by the law as transgressors." Now, I'm not going to make this more than it is. I mean, Nardo messed up, but in general, I just feel like we need to all like take a step back, like from these celebrities or who we're idolizing or like looking at role model. Like these people, the rappers do not care about us. The rappers do not care about you. They don't care about me. They're getting paid millions of dollars to live however they want to live. They're getting paid millions of dollars to promote nonsense, to promote debauchery. They do not care. And you can see it in many cases, not just Nardos. We've seen it in so many other celebrities. Fans who paid their hard-earned money to go see them and expected them to at least acknowledge them. They'll just walk by you. And I feel like it just goes to show, like, why do we idolize these people? Why do we, put them on such a high pedestal in our hearts and our minds? Why do we let their music impact us so much, knowing that, their music is poison? We know the effects of rap music, how much it's had on the youth. I'm not going to, say it's a race or anything, but George, his fan, I'm pretty sure that's not Nardo's target demographic in terms of how he releases his music. But apparently it impacted him enough to want to take a picture with him. And then we saw how it went. So I feel like we shouldn't, idolize these guys, these rappers. Obviously, the only person we should really idolize or try to be like is Jesus. He's without sin. He was perfect. And I get reminded of this time and time again. Every time I try to it's hard because some celebrities, you just tend to, get more closer to them based off of how they impacted you in your life. But these people are humans. Humans have flaws. So just like how James says, we shouldn't have no partiality to them or like hold them on such a high esteem that we take away that they're humans. They have flaws, some more than others, especially Hollywood and all the circus shows they be having. But nah, man, I feel for Nardo. I ain't gonna lie. This is gonna mess him up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be. Hopefully they don't take him to court. I mean, hopefully justice is served. If they do take him to court and he pays whatever money they sue him for, I hope he pays it. I hope the family gets justice. I hope at the end of the day, I hope the kid who just got hurt for no reason, I hope he's okay. I hope he heals from any injuries he might have had. Man, when I first saw this video, I was so mad. Like, the way they ganged up on him, the way they hit him, like the way his head, like literally smacked the concrete. Man, I hope he's okay. But nah, I want to know what you guys think in the comments. I want to know what you guys think. What was your reaction when you first saw it, if you saw it? And yeah, stay tuned. I'll see you on the next one.